like the vertical orientation, but it's making me do it. Alright, everybody, come on in, come on in. Y'all see that behind me? That's right. We finally putting some seed in the ground. Oh, I didn't think we were going to make it to this day. Golly, Bill just, woo. I know y'all far behind on videos and y'all don't know the whole story of what's been going on, but I tell you what, this has been a spring I won't want to forget. We've had a lot of work to do, and we've had to condense about a month and a half worth of work in about 2.5 weeks, and I'm already burnt out on this year, and we just now putting our first seeds in the ground. Good God. We had a lot of dirt work, took us a lot longer to do than what I anticipated, but our fields are right. Really happy with the way our fields look. Got our fertilizer spread. Still waiting on chicken litter to get spread. And I'll detail all this a lot better in the video of us planting, but it'll probably be close to 3 weeks before it comes out, just because I got so many other videos to go through. But we're not planting corn. This is not corn back here. This is soybeans. We're getting our soybeans in the ground first. And there's several reasons for that. One, like I said, we ain't got our chicken litter spread yet. I think I finally got somebody that I can count on that's going to come spread my litter. Oh, good God, that was an armadillo wholesome meal. Anyway, he won't be able to start spreading until maybe this weekend. So this soybean ground, not having litter spread on it, actually some of it was already spread last fall, so we can go ahead and plant it. 2, we got 3 bottoms that we're planting full season soybeans on, about 140 acres total, and the conditions are as dry in these bottoms in April as I've ever seen. So I don't want to pass up this good opportunity of some really good soil conditions to get soybeans planted. Number 3, we got a massive cold front coming in sometime on Friday. Don't really know how much rain we're going to get. I see anywhere from like 0.8 of an inch of rain predicted to 2.5 inches of rain predicted. So we don't know when these bottoms are going to dry up again and be fit to plant. And because of the cold front, I know from experience that soybeans will tolerate cold weather better than corn will. Surprise, surprise, but it actually will. So there's a lower degree of risk putting soybeans in the ground this early to the cold front than I think there is corn. And number 4, we really want some high yielding soybeans this year, and the only way, well, and a big part of guaranteeing that you're going to have high soybean yields is to capture the maximum amount of sunlight. We're planting a 4.7, 4.8 maturity bean, and about the 3rd week of April is the optimum time to plant them to sync them up with the longest day of the year. We don't know when, we don't know what kind of rainfall we're going to have this year. You know, whether we're going to have a drought or wind hot weather or any of that stuff's going to come in. We don't know. One thing we do know is that we're going to have the most maximum amount of daylight available on June 21st. And because soybeans are so driven by the sunlight, we want to have them blooming ideally about a week before June 21st. That way that they're setting pods when we got the maximum amount of potential sunlight available. You know, after June 21st, every day that goes by, you're getting less and less sunlight because the days are getting shorter. So we stand to pick up more yield by planting our soybeans earlier and delaying our corn just a little bit later than what we will lose by delaying our corn a little bit later. So, yeah, I'd love to have my corn in the ground now, but I know that from experience I can still make great yields with late April planted corn, or heck, even early May planted corn. So we're going to try and get our soybeans planted before this cold front comes through. And then we're going to shut off the planter until it warms back up, and then we're going to swap over to corn. But anyway, I was wanting to be planting Monday afternoon, and then everything broke literally while it was sitting in the shop yard. It just broke. We had a alternator bearing go out on the tractor. The suspension was not working on either one of our tractors. Had to get the accumulators charged up. This air ride seat sprung a leak that we could not track down. A hydraulic hose burst on the planter. Had electrical problems on the planter. You know, when we got this planter out of the shop in February, y'all saw us. We hooked everything up. We tested it out. Everything was good to go. And then somehow in 2 months sitting inside the shed, I had electrical gremlins. On our water truck, went to fill it up with water, had an airbag spring a leak. It was almost to the point of blowing up on us, so we replaced 4 airbags. I think there was another thing or two. Oh yeah, I had hydraulic problems on this planter. We had hydraulic problems on this tractor spring up while I was testing the planter out at the shop. Had to get a tech out. Had to drive to Missouri to get parts. I was not in a good frame of mind this week. It would not have made for a good video. But all those problems are solved. We're putting seeds in the ground. That's all that matters. So we got about a 50-acre bottom here. I want to get probably about 45 out of the 50 acres planted. Probably leave myself about 4 to 5 acres for our test plots tomorrow, and then hopefully get the rest of our beans planted tomorrow, hopefully before dark, and you know, they'll have about 24 hours in the ground before our cold front hits. But I'm not really too worried about the soybeans, because my smart farmer showing we got about 70-degree soils right now, and soils retain a lot of heat. It takes a while. Once they get warm, it takes a while for them to cool off. So really not worried about our soils getting too cold. Yeah, we are supposed to get rain, but at least after the cold front moves through, it's going to be sunny, which means solar radiation on the soil. You know, it's not going to be cloudy and rain and drizzly there for a few days, which would be terrible conditions. Well, there's a wash eye I forgot to fill in. Alright, I'm going to go up here and get my test plots laid off, and then maybe I'll be at a point where I can look at the chat and answer a few questions. So, y'all just bear with me for a few minutes here. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I'm plumb whooped. The last 2 weeks have kicked my butt, kicked Andy's butt, and the kicked Kelly's butt. Alright, I gotta have enough room for 13 plots here, so get everything squared off. I'm going by my guidance line, so we need 7 passes. So I'm gonna count over. I'm gonna have 2 passes on this side. Or what did I say? 7 passes. Alright. There's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh crap. I gotta swap my planter width, so that ain't. Alright, I gotta go back and do this again. Y'all bear with me. I'll be with you here in a minute. Sorry, my brain's a little fried. Alright, let me change the view a little bit. I know y'all don't like looking at my ugly face. There we go. And you can tell we playing into some really good looking cover crop here. Really good looking cover crop. I need to change my implement to wide. Implement wide. Alright, let's remark where we're at, set the current. Alright, now we're going to count over 7 passes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, well, I'm getting there, folks. Give me a few more minutes. Alright, now let me get my end row done and we'll have these laid off. be long enough strips. Probably got 150 yard strips here. Now I'm just squaring the field off. Go back, put my implement back in Kingsley Narrow. Man, I wish y'all could see those planting conditions. We got some absolutely beautiful planting conditions. Alright guys, let me grab my phone here and look at the chat. I'm sure I got a lot of questions. Alright, welcome Braden, welcome Hobbs Farm, welcome Greg Rhodes. I can always count on you, Greg. You're definitely old reliable. You always gonna be here. Zach, hey. JT Jolly. West Tennessee farmer wishes he was planting. So I'm not the last one in Tennessee to start planting. I thought I was. Looks like you're trying to get some fields prepped though, just like I was a few days ago. Greg Rhodes, the variety of soybeans I am planting is Pioneer 48A14Es. They are the enlist version of 47AT64X. The extends, and the reason I'm going with this variety is, 47AT64s have been my top yielding variety the last 2 years, and this enlist version is just as high yielding, if not a little higher yielding. Plus these full season beans on a couple of these bottoms, I got a few problem areas with pigweeds. I'm not going to spray extend. I hate the chemical, but I will spray enlist. I don't have a problem with it. It's done a good job for me where I've had to spray a little bit of it in the past. Chad Olson asked, how many acres have I got done? Oh, I've probably got about maybe 7 or 8 acres done. We just got started like 30, 45 minutes ago. How many problems for the day? I lost track. Yep, sample country. Yep, I'm super tickled to be planting myself. I've been chomping at the bit for a while now because all I've seen is fertilizer trucks and planters running up and down the road and in the fields, and heck, it looks like probably 60% of the fields have been planted, but none of mine have been planted. Henry says, go Vols. Yes, go Vols. Doug Barber's from Utah. Y'all gonna get any snow out of this storm system? Well, I'm guessing it's already gone through you, or might have materialized once it got east of you. I can't remember what Ryan Hall was saying. I apologize for the crappy view, but there really just ain't too awful much I can do with an iPhone. Yeah, Simple Country, we sure have been busy. I am whooped and I need a couple days off. Matt Phillips, glad to have you here today. Yeah, Robert, I mean, I'm not the only farmer that's had bad luck by any stretch. You know, every farmer's running a lot of different equipment. Every farmer's having bad luck. Some farmers might have worse luck than others, but no, everybody's got to deal with these problems. It ain't just me. Although when you own your own farm for 15, 16 hours a day, you don't talk to anybody else, you don't see anybody else, sometimes it does feel like you are the only one going through these problems. Matt Phillips, I'm planting soybeans. And go back and watch the first part of the video if you missed it, and I explained why I'm planting beans rather than corn. MT Pockets, glad to hear your cover crop's doing good. For the most part, I'm really happy with my cover crop. It's a little bit later maturity than what I would expect, just because we had a cold February and a cold March. This right here is a little thinner. We didn't drill this. This was aerial seeded behind cotton. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. JT, we're not going to be looking at planting cotton until probably at least the second week of May. Might even be the third week of May, just depending on the weather. Yeah, Sample, D-Mit's been running pretty hard for quite a few days there. Yeah, Greg, variety I'm planting is 48A13E. It's an enlist variety. It's the same variety as 47AT64X, which is extend. But so 47AT64s have been, I mean, just the highest yielding beans I've ever planted the last couple of years. But we do have a few patches of pigweeds on this farm, and I'm not going to spray extend. I hate the chemical, but I don't have a problem spraying enlist. So just want to have that option in the toolbox if we need it. Joe Parker's in North Dakota got a couple more inches of snow. I don't know if we got a couple inches of snow for the entire winter. And yeah, a lot of people up north, and they've had to deal with a ton of snow this year. I guess y'all probably gonna have just as a condensed of a farming season as what it seems like we're gonna have this year. Sample, I know I seen them running 2 planters. I don't know how many planters they actually have. Hey, I wanna stick y'all back up here. Anyway, this wasn't going to be a long Q&A video. Just I know we're way behind. I think the current video was made sometime in late March. So got several more videos come through. So basically, I just want to give y'all a quick update of where we are in real time. Because like I said, this planting video is probably going to be 3 weeks out. I think I've got like 5 more videos, 5 or 6 videos before we get to our planting videos. So just want to give y'all a quick real-time update. Now those 5 or 6 videos that we got, I'm really happy with quite a few of them. I think there's going to be some really good content y'all enjoy. So there will be a little bit of tillage action. So y'all don't miss any of those videos. I know a lot of y'all like to watch tillage, and you like watching our farm. Well, our farm is not the one you want to watch for a lot of tillage, but you know, I do recognize that from time to time it is necessary to pull the plows out of retirement and turn a little soil. even though it kind of sets back what we're wanting to accomplish with our goals. I know the older I get, I have a harder time dealing with rough fields and rough areas of the field, so we're trying to, the last couple of years, we tried to fix a lot of those areas. I did talk to Dylan today. He hadn't come out with a planting video yet either. They've had other videos to work through, but I don't want to spoil any surprises, but from what he told me, they had a rough couple of days getting started themselves, but I think he's been rolling on pretty good for about a week now, so he's definitely way ahead of me in the game. But now that we're started, it's like I feel the tension in my shoulders releasing, because hey, we finally started. You know, we're not done. We got a long ways to go, but we finally got to the point we got started and we're getting something done. Looking at this, give y'all a view of this. Looking at this, I mean, everything's operating like a charm. I'm thinking I might have a problem with load cell on number 23. You see that purple there? I've had to reset it a couple of times. Might have changed that load cell out. It's just not acting quite right. Once we get down here to this end, I'll reset it. Give you a better view of the planter here. So we're controlling the planter through our Precision Planting Gen 3 2020 monitor right there. That controls all the functions, gives us all the metrics of what the planter's doing, and I mean it's literally measuring every aspect of the planter. You know, right there we're showing our population right there, and then that was the applied downforce. And then there's other metrics. You see up there some data from my soil, from my smart seed firmers, our organic matter, and our soil temperature. Then on this page, we got a lot more metrics right there that we can look at. All right, we got here. Let's see. I'm gonna check out my load cells here. Yeah, number 23 is reading off. I'm gonna change that sensor out in the morning. For some reason, it won't stay zeroed out. I don't know why. All right, it's going down to 0 now. Alright, where are you going? Find the line, find the line. I don't want to wander all over the field. Oh, this auto steer just gets stupid sometimes. Alright, we're going to be losing a light here real quick. I'm not going to put out a bad live video where y'all can't see me. So y'all got any questions? I'm going to get caught up on questions real quick, and then I'm going to end it. Eric Heffley's watching this from the good state of Oklahoma. JT Jolly, what we got here is a New Holland T7.270 tractor with a CVT 270 horsepower. Then we got a Kinsey 3600 1223 row planter. The wide rows are on 38-inch rows. Narrow rows like we're planting now, soybeans, is 19-inch rows. So 38 feet wide, outfitted with all precision planting stuff and vacuum. All the latest technology. Empty pockets, no, we don't have a PO box, and I mean, anybody wants to, they can find our address on the internet, but I'm definitely not going to publicize it. I don't have a problem with meeting people, but generally if I'm out at the farm, I've got a job to do and I'm working, so we don't have a problem if the occasional visitor stops by and wants to say hi. You know, we like to meet people, but at the same time, I know there's a lot of people out there that have a hard time respecting other people's time too, and you know, I don't know. It's kind of a fine line there. Now look over there, showing 62-degree soil temperatures, which is great for soybeans. And then with this cold front coming in, this cover crop will actually help insulate the ground a little bit, retain some of the heat, plus all the biological activity in the soil with the microbes and everything. You know, they're going to produce heat too. So I think all of that is going to really help kind of mitigate the cold weather coming in. Soil's probably still going to get chilly, but like I said, I don't think they're going to have 24 hours before we have any potential cold weather come in. So we might have to wind up replanting. I might be eating my words in a couple of weeks, but I honestly believe everything is going to be fine with our soybeans. Kirby, I think the record number of acres I've planted with a planter this size, not this planter, but one identical to it, was 225 acres. But that was pre-YouTube, wasn't doing any filming, had someone tendering seed to me exactly when I needed it, and we put in a long day. But I mean, on average, soybeans, you know, with our fields, you know, and having to move and all that kind of stuff, you know, 150 acres a day is going to be a pretty reasonable day without killing ourselves. Of course, that's provided nothing breaks down. Backboards, we're planting soybeans right now, and I explained in the earlier part of the video the reason and why. So when I get off, just go back and watch the first part, and you'll understand why. What else we got? Levi Prince asked, have we ever considered a Fendt tractor? Is there a good local dealership for you? Yes, there's actually a dealership up in Union City, which is about an hour north of us, that I believe is starting to carry it. I haven't considered one because, well, we haven't been in the market for a tractor. However, when that time comes, maybe. I don't know, just have to see what's out there, what it costs, what I can afford. And I will say something else. There's a chance you might get to see a Fendt tractor on our farm this year. I haven't announced it on YouTube yet, but we are also now on Acres TV. You can watch it online. You can watch it on smart TVs. It's kind of like a website slash app. Basically, what we're doing is we're putting pretty much the same content on there that we put on YouTube. It's generally delayed by a few days because YouTube is our primary money maker. We don't make any money off of posting videos on Acres TV, but it is another platform. But I do believe they're going to work with us on maybe getting to test some potential equipment out with manufacturers and everything. So we got something in the works, long ways from being finalized, but we are talking to them about potentially testing some different equipment out on our farm, potentially this year. So just be on the lookout for that. Now, when it comes to that equipment, you'll get to see some of it on YouTube, but if we do any testing of equipment, the primary reviews of the equipment and what we think of the equipment will be strictly for Acres TV, at least in the beginning. So y'all be sure to check out Acres TV, support them, kind of an up-and-coming platform. They got a lot of great agricultural content. In fact, most of it is like educational for farmers and stuff. It's not, they do have an ag entertainment section, but that's not going to be the main goal of the channel. So potentially sometime coming up this year, there will be some content specific to that channel that you won't be able to find on our YouTube channel. But hopefully in all of that, there's a chance there's a chance you might see a Fendt on our farm this year. I don't know. Got a long ways to go, but there is that chance. And trust me, I'd love to go sit in one. I've heard really good things about them. Alright, it's starting to get a little dim. Time to turn the lights on here. Oh, armadillo. A back porch asks full type planter versus 3-point hitch planter set up for double narrow roads. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know of any 3-point hitch planters set up for wide roads that's any wider than probably about 20 feet. I don't know of any big planters. They might be out there, but I don't know of them. I mean, actually, I would prefer a 3-point hitch planter. I know I don't have a tractor big enough to tow a 40-foot wide planter with splitter units on it on my 3-point hitch. I don't have a big enough tractor to do it. But as far as operating one in the field, I would rather prefer have a 3-point hitch planter. It's be easier to keep your rows each pass exactly the same distance because you don't have that planter trailing behind you on a pivot hitch. Dustin Haynes asked, think the decal will treat you good this year? I don't know. We just have to find out. I know decal's got some great varieties out there. I think I've really got some good ones picked out that's really matched up to my soil type. I'm excited to see what decal's going to do for me. I'm still a big fan of Pioneer, but we found out Pioneer does not handle hot, dry weather at all. I think a large part of it is because a lot of their varieties that's available in our area are flex type ears, and with the way the drought hit us last year, hit us at the absolutely worst possible time, and the ears flex down to nothing. Whereas decal has a lot of fixed type varieties, and even if you get hot, dry conditions, for the most part, they're still going to put an ear on and put grain. Might not be great yield, but if you don't have an ear, there's no chance of making any kind of yield, which is what we found in a lot of areas of our fields last year with Pioneer. So we're going to have a mix of some good Pioneer varieties and some good decal varieties. And I guess we'll find out come September which one I like more. So I do expect the decal and Pioneer to be neck and neck. Yeah, I mean, when I'm talking about narrow rows, you know, I consider 30-inch rows to be wide rows. You know, narrow rows I would consider to be, you know, 20 inches or less. How many acres we got done while we've been talking here? Where's my acre meter at? Well, we done 22 acres. Got 22 acres in the ground. Got about 120 more acres of soybeans to get planted, and we'll have our full season soybean crop planted. All right, guys. Well, it's starting to get dark. I've given y'all a pretty good update on where we're at so far. Can't tell you how much I appreciate y'all riding along and keeping me company. And y'all stay tuned to our channel. I think we got some really good videos coming up. I'm pretty proud of. Think y'all enjoy them. And again, really appreciate y'all's support. So anyway, don't know when I'll come back live. I don't like to do lives from the field just because my camera setup is crappy. I can't really read the comments. And you know, but if I think there's something out there worth showing live, we'll be back, so y'all stay tuned. See y'all in the next one.